We are live. We are live. Hey, you guys. Welcome to Tea Time Live, fourth quarter. I am so excited to have you guys here. And I see you all coming in from all over the place. Wow. Thank you so much. Thank you for coming in, you guys. Continue to come in. Let me know where you're from. Introduce yourselves. I'm looking for Alyssa. I'm not sure if she's here yet. Alyssa, if you're here, go ahead and leave a comment just to let me know. Alyssa is going to be helping me out again for Tea Time Live. She's going to be moderating the chat. So if you're here, Alyssa, let me hear from you. I don't see. Oh, there she is. There she is. Okay. Alyssa, do you have moderation ability? I don't see your name being highlighted. Maybe I need to go in and change something. Let me see. Let me click on your name. Okay, well, Alyssa is here and she will be sharing links and moderating the chat. So you guys, welcome to Tea Time Live. I'm so excited to have you guys here. So for those of you who have been here, you kind of know how this goes, but I'm doing something a little different this time. And for those of you who are part of my private email community, you already know what's going down. But for those of you who are new here, let me introduce myself first. I am Anita Morris. I am, first of all, a woman of faith. I am a woman of God. I love Jesus. He is my source of life. He is my everything, and I depend on him for direction in life. I am the mother of 2 adult sons who I call my heartbeats. They're my heartbeats. I love them so much. And I am an online sewing instructor. That's what I do here on YouTube. And I also have an online sewing course called Learn to Sew, Mastering the Basics, where I teach new beginners all over the world how to do exactly that, master the basics of garment sewing so that you can create a wardrobe that makes you happy and one that you will be proud to wear out in public. I am also an author of the best-selling book, Step Into It, Overcoming Trials That Lead to Purpose. And in this book, I share some of the trials that I've experienced in life, but not only that, I share the process that I have gone through, the 4 steps that God has taken me through, not only to overcome the trials, but to thrive again in life. And because of that, I have stepped into the speaking world and I speak on stages sharing the process, the framework that I have used to overcome trials. And I love it so much. It's a call that God has placed on my life. And so that's who I am. That's what I do. So here's what we're going to be doing today. For those of you who are new, I'm going to be sharing projects from people in my private sewing community. So I have a private email community, and the women who are part of that community I've asked them to share their pajamas because this is a pajama party. So I'm wearing my loungewear today. So I have asked them to share projects, their pajama projects, and they have, and I'm going to be sharing those today. So in the past, I have shared garments that I've made for myself for that particular quarter, but for fourth quarter, it's all about you guys. So I'm going to be sharing those, and we have 20 entries. So I will be sharing projects or pajamas from 20 different sew sisters, and I've broken it down into 5 different groups. So I'll be sharing 4 sisters in the first group, and then we'll do a Q&A. And the Q&A, you guys will notice if you're in the private email community, I did not ask you to submit questions this time because I decided, since this is our last Tea Time Live, and I'm going to tell you guys why at the end when we're all done with this, but because this is our last one, I wanted to go back and address the questions that I wasn't able to get to in the past lives because there were so many and there was just no way possible. And still, even though I'm highlighting the ones that I did not answer, there are still more that I couldn't get to. So that's what we're going to do. So there will be Sew Sister shares, there will be questions, and then there will be a giveaway in each group. Okay, so that's what we're doing today. Now let's see what's going on in the chat. Let's see. I see you guys still coming in. That's great. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you. Yes, I see my sisters from all over the place. Woo! Yes. Flanders, Belgium. Oh my gosh. Thank you for being here. Wow, that is awesome. All right, let's see. Who else do we have? Where are you guys coming from? North Carolina. Hey, Maria. Hi, Maria. I see you, sis, and I cannot wait to share you today. Okay, let's see. Let me move this down a little bit. Okay, let's see. We have Tennessee, Danette. Hi, Danette. Danette has been here before. Thank you for coming back. I'm happy to have you here. Canada, we've got Navy Rev from Canada. Thank you for being here. Yes. Let's see. We've got Sandy. Hi, Sandy. So good to see you, sis. I'm happy to share you. We've got Sandy from Oswego, Illinois. You guys are coming in from all over the place. All right. So let's go ahead and jump right in. Hi, Vicky. Okay, you guys, so let's jump right in. So I'm going to start off with, let's see, we're going to start off with questions. So in the first group, I'm going to start answering questions and then we'll share some of the Sew Sisters. All right, so question number 1. I used to sew, let me make sure I'm in the right group. Okay. Let's see, where am I? Excuse me, you guys. Okay, yeah, that was the right one. I used to sew all my clothes, but as an older person, I have problems finding patterns and material. Do you have any thoughts, and do you think everyone should have a body form to fit patterns on? Okay, so as far as finding patterns and fabric, for you as an older person, okay, so I personally don't choose based on age. I just don't. I just choose what I like. So I would suggest that you just do exactly that. Choose the patterns that make you happy, the garments that you love to wear, not even considering your age, and the types of fabric that feel good on your body, the types of fabric that make you happy, you know, when you look at the fabric. So I would choose based on that rather than thinking about your age. And the Sew Sisters in the comments, how are you guys feeling about that? Do you choose your garments based on your age, or are you just choosing things that you like? That's what I do. You know, I don't want anyone to tell me what I can wear because of my age. I'm very open with my age. I'm 56 years old, and I don't care what the rules are. I will wear exactly what I want to wear, when I want to wear, and where I want to wear it. And yeah, so I suggest choosing what makes you happy. And then as far as a dress form, no, you don't have to have a dress form. I did not have a dress form for many years, and I started sewing in the early 90s. And I just got my dress form, I think it was in 2020, maybe 2020, and I don't even use it for fitting all the time. Sometimes a little bit, but mostly just for putting my garments on and, you know, making some adjustments for different things. But yeah, you don't need a dress form in order to sew. And I tell my new beginners that you don't need one. It's nice to have, but you don't need it. Okay, let's see. Are there any feedback for her? I choose what I like. Yep, me too. Choose what I like. That's right, Joan. Yes, I choose what I like. Yeah, that seems to be the consensus here. Just pick what you want. Cynthia says the same thing. I pick what I want. I like that. Okay, let's go on to the next question. Let's see. When cutting Berta patterns, do you need to cut a seam allowance, or is it included in the pattern? Okay, so I like sewing Berta patterns, and I sew the Berta patterns from the envelopes, and the seam allowance is already included. Now they have the Berta, I don't know why I say Berta, Berta patterns in the magazines. I've never used one of those. I've never sewn from one of those. The lines just make my brain go crazy. So I don't know if the seam allowances are included in those. So if there's anyone here who has sewn a Berta pattern from the magazine, will you let our Sew Sister or brother know if the seam allowance is included? Because I don't know. So maybe someone else here has experience with that. Okay. Let's move on to the next question. What patterns or dress designs do you recommend for short, curvy women? And which fabrics and fabric designs best suit a curvy figure? Okay, now because I'm not a short, curvy woman, it's kind of hard for me to answer this question. I'm pretty boxy. But again, I will say choose what makes you happy and what you think looks good and what makes you feel good. And another suggestion I have is to follow and check out other curvy women, women who have the same body shape and size as you. Check them out and see what inspires you. That's a great way to figure out, if it's something, if it's a direction you want to go, because I'm not able to really answer that question because I don't know, and I can't tell you what looks good on you. It has to come from you and your own heart. Okay, so sisters, what do you feel about that? For those of you who are curvy, do you have any suggestions for her? Let her know in the chat. Okay. Oh, here's one. I find that indie patterns are best for short, curvy women. That's a great suggestion. So check that out. Let's see. Any more? Oh, here's one. Try princess seams for the curves. Makes a big difference in the look. I like that. That's a great suggestion. So check that out. Okay, let's see. Okay, I'm trying to bring this one up. I don't know why it's not coming. Okay. Oh, here's one. Stay away from large prints. Dwarfs me every time. Okay, that's a great piece of information there. So, all right, there we go. Now we're going to go ahead and move on to the next question. Let's see. My question is about transferring the dart lines from the pattern to the fabric. I tried tracing paper, but I couldn't see it. I ended up trying to hold a ruler under the pattern and use a fabric marker. I wondered if you had a good way to do this. Okay, so I recorded a mini video to share with you just to give you some suggestions. And that's the best way because it's hard for me to just tell you without showing you. So here, I'm gonna play this video and then I'll just narrate. Okay, so I took a piece of cotton fabric and then here are all of the supplies. So this is just 100% cotton t-shirt style fabric. And then I have the marking tools, the marking pencil, you can use that. It is, you will be able to see it. You want to use a color that contrasts. And then the disappearing ink pen. If you're using this, you want to make sure that you're going to be sewing up your garment right away because the ink disappears in, I think, like 24 hours. And then the chalk rollers. I really like these because they mark the fabric so easily, depending on the type of fabric you're using. So you want to use a light color with your darker fabrics and a dark color with your lighter fabrics. But you want to make sure you test on a piece of scrap paper to make sure it's going to come out and not stain your fabric on those dark chalk, okay? Then the needle and thread method for doing tailor tacks. I have used that and I'm going to demonstrate that. And then for holding your paper down or your fabric pattern down, you can use your pattern weights and then the pins. And I'm also going to use the pins to demonstrate how to mark your or transfer your dart lines. Okay, and then the clear ruler. So I have the pattern here and just going to place it on top of the fabric. And I'm going to anchor it down with my pattern weights. And if you guys are not familiar with these weights, these are from Thanks I Made Them, Bianca. She makes amazing weights. So I'm going to show you how to do this by marking the dart with your pins first. So just go ahead and insert a straight pin at the dart point. And then you will insert them at the, now I don't know why I went offline, you guys, just excuse that. I don't know what I was doing, but I put it on the wrong line. So go ahead and insert your straight pins at the end of the dart legs. And I'm gonna insert another pin on each side in the middle. So actually you can insert as many pins as you'd like, but I'm just gonna do 3 for time's sake. Okay. Now, making sure that everything stays in place, you can remove your pattern weights down, and then we're gonna turn that fabric over so that we get access to where those pins are. And you can use your marking pencil, your disappearing ink pen, whatever you want, and just draw a little dot right on that pin. Yeah, I lost my my pencil, so I just grabbed a regular ink pen. So just go ahead and mark the points on all of the pins that you've inserted, and this way you're going to be able to see it you'll be able to see the markings on that side. And then the last one, we're going to mark the dart point, and then we're going to turn it back over, and then we're going to pull that pattern back because we need to mark both sides. Okay, mark your points the same with all of the pins. Okay, just continue marking the points, and this is going to give us a guideline because we're going to connect those points with our clear ruler. So mark that last one. Okay, and then remove the pin. Now we can remove the pattern, and then taking your clear ruler, you're just going to align it with those dots. You're going to line up the dots. Now this side is going to be wonky. It's not meeting that middle point because I marked that top dart offline. So yours will be lined up correctly because you're going to make sure that you're aligning the dots. So go ahead and mark with your whichever tracing tool you decide. I'm using the chalk roller, and there you have it. And you will just do that. Go ahead and draw those lines all the way up to the edge of the fabric, and that way you will be able to see your dart lines. And then you will turn it over to the other side, and you're going to do the same thing. Just align your ruler with those dots, and that way you will be able to see your darts. Now, if you are using a printed fabric that has a lot of color, then you're just going to have to make sure that you use a color pencil or chalk on that fabric that you will be able to see when you're transferring the darts. Okay. Now, I wonder if anyone else has a tip. I know it's kind of hard to just share it with words, but if you have any other tips that you can share about transferring darts. You know, I'm telling you, the tracing paper that's out these days, they don't make it like they used to. Back in the 90s, when I first started sewing, the tracing paper was so good. You could trace it and see it with just one trace. Now, the stuff they have nowadays, it's not the same. I don't know what, it has gone downhill. And I wonder if anybody here has a resource. Do you have a resource for a really good tracing paper? If you do, please share that in the comments, because I would love to know if there is some type of paper out there that is better than what we've been finding in these fabric stores. Okay, let's go on to the next question. Anita, we know you sew from the Big Four patterns and some independent companies, but do you draft any patterns of your own? Yes, I sew from the Big Four and some indie pattern companies. I have drafted a few, but following other tutorials to draft the patterns. However, in my online sewing course, because I did not want to use commercial patterns because they go out of print after a while, and I didn't want to risk my students coming into the course and not having access to the patterns for the course, I decided that we were going to draft our own patterns. So in my online sewing course, we draft 3 different patterns, and I'll show you what we make here. Let's see. Where is it? Right here. So we make 3 different patterns. We draft a t-shirt pattern, which you see in all 3 of these views. And we draft a pencil skirt, which you see on the left and right, and then an A-line skirt in the middle. And we draft these to fit our own bodies. So I walk the ladies through the entire process of drafting very simple, very basic patterns, because that's what I know how to do. I am not a pattern designer, so I don't know all of the details of how to draft any kind of pattern, but those are the basics that I teach because that's what I know how to do. So that's the extent of my pattern drafting. Now, I have hacked patterns to make things a little different, and that's kind of drafting. Would you say the same? Would you guys say that's kind of drafting, hacking? So yeah, that's my experience with drafting patterns. Okay. Oh, Margaret, where did it go? Margaret says that she uses carbon paper in terms of tracing, so that's a good idea. Carbon paper. And I would guess you'd want to be careful because that doesn't wash out, right? I would guess you would want to be careful with where you're tracing or what you're tracing. Well, usually what you're tracing is on the wrong side, but okay, so that's an idea, the carbon paper. Let's see. Oh, Joan says she still has her paper from junior high. See, it was good back then. That was the good stuff. It's still good. Had it verified by an advanced seamstress in 2008, over 40 years ago. Yeah, that was back in the day when the tracing paper was really good. Okay, let's see. Will this video be available to rewatch? Yes, I'm gonna make sure it's posted onto my YouTube channel and you can just go back and watch the replay. So all of the Tea Time Lives are there on my YouTube channel. When you go to the playlist, you will see one for Tea Time Live and all of the videos are there. So yes, you'll be able to go back and watch it, Zena. Okay, let's see. Now we have a Sew Sister share. So I have the first 4 sisters, the pajamas that I want to share. I'm so excited about this, you guys. I had so much fun putting these together, and Alyssa helped me to put them together. So let's go. And our first Sew Sister. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show her pajamas, and then I'm going to read her entry giving the information about the project, about her pajamas, okay? All right, so our first Sew Sister is Vicky, and this is what Vicky made. Vicky, first of all, Vicky has been sewing off and on since she was a child. The pattern she used is McCall's 7875, and the fabric is a flannel print, and the description she gives is pajama pants with pockets and a jacket with belt, all piped and trimmed. Is that cute? Look at, I love it. I love her fabric. I love the fit. It's such a cute fit. And then look at the slippers. You guys know I'm all about styling. She's got her cute little slippers on. So yeah, I asked the Sew Sisters to submit photos, standing photos with a front, back, and side view, because I wanted you guys to be able to see the entire project. And Vicky did such an amazing job, and I love it so much. And the smile, look at her smile. Vicky, thank you so much for submitting your project. It is absolutely adorable, and I would wear that, honey. I would totally wear it. I would wear it for lounging. So really, really cute. Okay, now let's take a look at our next project. Our next Sew Sister is Brenda. This is Brenda. And Brenda has been sewing off and on for 4 years. Brenda is a student in my online sewing course, Learn to Sew, Mastering the Basics. Brenda used Simplicity 1563, and she sewed views C and D. And for those of you who are not aware, I did create a sew along video for this pattern, and the 2 pieces that Brenda made are the ones that I demonstrated in the sew along. So if you're interested in learning how to sew that pattern and you need some guidance, then go check out my YouTube channel. It's there. Okay, she used a knit jersey, and Brenda's description for this project is a V-neck top. I finished the bottom with scallop stitching instead of a hem, and it has an elastic waist and drawstring. I wish I could have shown you her scalloped edge, but I couldn't fit it in here because I needed to show all three sides, but look at how cute it is. It is so cute. I love her fabric. It looks comfortable, and this is something I would definitely lounge in. Very, very cute, Brenda. You did an amazing job. And you guys check her with her earrings, and you know, you can style your pajamas too. I would wear earrings if I'm lounging around the house in my pajamas. So very cute, Brenda. You did an amazing job with your pajamas. Alrighty. Okay, now let's take a look at our next Sew Sister. And she is Margaret. This is Margaret. Look at her. Okay, so Margaret has been sewing, get ready for this. Margaret has been sewing for 50 plus years. Oh my gosh. And she used McCall's 9553. And the fabric is a flannel. And her description of the garment is red and black flannel long pajama bottoms. So she made her pajama bottoms and she styled it with this cute red tank. And she's got her cute little necklace on and her hair is popping. So cute. Love it. And yes, you guys, I think we would all enjoy wearing this. The flannel pajama part or pajama pants. I think everybody loves a good pair of flannel pajamas. Okay, so beautiful, beautiful. Margaret, you look so amazing. And thank you for submitting your pajama project. Okay, our final, let me take this one down. And our final project for group 1 is our Sew Sister Nicole. You guys, look at this. Let me just tell you about this. Okay, so this is Nicole, and Nicole has been sewing for 6 months. Nicole is a student of my online sewing course, Learn to Sew, Mastering the Basics. And the pattern she used is McCall's 7596, but the display is M0554. She used a cotton fabric, and her description for the garment is a quilt style housecoat, pockets added. Now let me tell you something about this, because I know what she did because she's in my online sewing course, and she's part of the private Facebook group for that course. And we saw, because she shared in the group, we saw her cutting these little squares. She used first the solid blue, the light blue color that you see is a sheet. It's a bed sheet. And then she used fat quarters for all of the different patches that you see. So she cut apart all these little squares, and she told us she was going to put something together and make a garment. And I was like, oh my gosh. So this lady has been sewing for 6 months, and she did this. I have never done anything like this. This is like next level. Nicole, it is absolutely beautiful. You did a great job. I love the way it came out. I love your styling with the cute earrings. Yes, ma'am. So very, very cute. You guys, is this amazing? I was like, oh my gosh, it's beautiful. So well done. Very creative. Yeah, the comments are going crazy for all of you sisters. They are loving it, and I love it too. You guys, you have done an amazing job. I'm so proud. I'm so proud and so grateful for you guys to do this and submit your pajamas and be a part of this Tea Time Live with me. So, okay, we have our first group of Sew Sisters, so now it's time for our first giveaway. And I'm gonna start with my stuff again, and I'm giving away the Step Package. So this will be a signed copy of my book, Step Into It, Overcoming Trials That Lead to Purpose, a t-shirt, the Step t-shirt, and it's Stand, Trust, Endure, and Proceed. And these are the 4 steps that I outline and go into great detail about in my book. And then the matching mug. Okay, so let's look for our winner. Let's go get our first winner. Now, let me tell you guys this. I have chosen a winner for each prize, and I've also chosen a backup winner. because you have to be present in order to win the prize. And everyone who entered, and the giveaway was open to members of my private email community. So everyone knows that in order to win, you have to be present. So I'm going to tell you what the rules are while you're here. So first of all, you have to be present. And then when I call your name as a winner, you have to type in the chat, "I'm here." Okay? Say that you're here, and Alyssa will catch it if I don't catch it, okay? And you guys, you can help me. If you see the person say, "I'm here," let me know. After you let me know that you're here, you have to contact me. I'm not gonna reach out to you. You have to contact me. And you will reach me at contact@anitabydesign.com. Contact@anitabydesign.com. You will send a message and let me know that you're here and that you accept the prize. Okay, and important, very, very important, you need to contact me from the same email address that you used to join the private email community, because that's how I'm going to know that you're a member, because we can go back and check to make sure you're a member of the community. Okay, and then I will reply. When you email me, I will reply and give you the information for your prize. Okay, so let me show you. So here is the t-shirt. This is the t-shirt, okay? And you'll get to go onto my store and choose your size. Here is the mug, the matching mug. Is that cute? Is that cute? And then here is the book, and I'm gonna be signing it. I'm gonna be signing it for you. So this is your book, and you're gonna get some information about me, a couple of business cards, and then you're going to get your custom bookmark for the book. Okay, so let's go ahead and choose our winner. Let me take a sip of tea. See, I remember it this time. And it's still warm. This is so good. I'm drinking Moroccan mint from my favorite tea company, Wang & Dickerson. They were one of our sponsors at the last tea time. Or the last one. So good. Okay, let's get our winner. For the step package, let's get us some music going first. Let's get some music going. Congratulations, Nicole. Look at that. She was the last Soul Sister share, and she is the winner. Nicole, thank you so much. Let me know you are here. Nicole, there you are. She said, yay. Oh, she's going so fast. There she is. Nicole, thank you so much. Thank you for submitting. Thank you for submitting your pajamas, and thank you for entering the drawing. Congratulations. Make sure you reach out to me and I will get your prizes to you. Okay? All right, you guys, let's go into group 2 now. We're going to go into group 2. Let's see. Okay. Yes, I see you, Alyssa. Okay, Alyssa is here. All right, let's go to group 2 for our questions. We combined 2 questions in one because they were similar. Do you have a particular dress form you would recommend? If you don't have a particular brand, are there things you should look for in a dress form before buying? My question has to do with dress forms. Do you have a favorite? I'm doing research on adjustable versus individual sizing. Can you help a sister out? Yes, I'm gonna try to help a sister out. Let me close this up. Okay, first of all, I want to show you the dress form that I use and why. Okay, so I have a PGM dress form, and this is one of the professional grade dress forms. And the reason I decided to get this one is because I have tried some of the adjustable, well, actually only one. I tried an adjustable dress form from my local fabric store, And for me personally, now I know there are hundreds and thousands of people who use the adjustable dress forms and they do just fine with it. So I'm going to say this and preface it by use what works for you. But for me, I did not like it at all. It was too flimsy. It would move around. And when I would dial the sizes for the waist or whatever other part, it was too flimsy. So I personally didn't like the adjustable. However, the pro for the adjustable dress form is that you can dial the sizes up and down. So when your size, your weight or whatever starts to fluctuate, then you have that option to change the size for your bust and the different parts on the dress form when you use the adjustable dress form. Now, when you purchase one like what I have, the PGM dress form, you can't make those changes. Now, if you gain weight and your body becomes bigger than what your dress form is after you purchase it, then you can pad it up. So you can use batting to pad it up. I don't know what other things you can use, but there's a company out there, gosh, I forget the name of the company, but they have a system, a padding system. I share it in my online sewing course, and I actually take the students through the process of padding up the dress form to match your body measurements. So you can do that. However, if you purchase a dress form and you lose weight, you can't dial that dress form down. So those are the options. So you have to choose what works best for you. The PGM dress form is obviously more costly than the adjustable dress forms that you'll find in the local fabric stores, and the prices range from really low to really high. So you just have to make a judgment based on your needs and what will work for you. So I hope that helps. All right, any comments about the dress form? Do you guys have any recommendations for her? Because I'm sure there are other Sew Sisters here who use dress forms. If you guys do, then leave what you're using in the comments so that our Sew Sister can check it out. Okay, let's see. Lynette said you better stay the same size or the same weight. If you gain weight, that's fine because you can pad it up. But if you lose weight, you're going to have to try to gain it back if you want to keep using your dress form. Oh, I like this. There are YouTube videos on making your own. That's right. I've seen those where you can make your own. Oh, there's a company, probably more than one, where they will make it for you, where you send in your size, your measurements, your body measurements, and then they will make the dress form for you. I can't think of the name of the companies off the top of my head, but if you guys know, then maybe you can drop that in the chat. The companies that actually customize the dress forms for you. But again, if they're customizing them and you're fluctuating in your weight and your size, your measurements, whatever, you won't be able to go down, although you can go up. Okay, Robin says okay, yeah, we got that. Okay, all righty, let's see, any more? Oh, this is a, wait, I missed it. It went up too fast. Oh, here it is, bootstrap patterns. Let me see, how can I get to that? Bootstrap patterns, that's the one you send in the measurements for the dress forms, and you get I can't see the rest of you get a pattern and put it together. Oh, you get a pattern for the dress form and then you put it together. Okay, yeah. Yep, I remember. I've looked into that. Yeah, they send you send them your measurements. They send you a pattern to make your own dress form, and then I guess you pad it up and everything. Okay, that's great. Thank you so much for sharing, Monique. Let's see. Yes, Bootstrap. Lola got hers from Bootstrap. Okay, so check out Bootstrap. All right, let's go to our next question. And that is, what do you do with all the dresses you make? This is so interesting because I have made a lot of garments. I have made a lot of garments in the last, since I started back sewing in 2014. I've made a lot of dresses, and well, it may not be obvious, but I don't have everything that I've made. So what I have done in the past is I have given my clothes away to several people. I've given them away to local organizations when they're having like a yard sale or a big community yard sale, and for charity reasons. It's things that I wasn't gonna wear anymore, but my stuff was good, you guys. So they got some good stuff when I donated. So I would give to the charities. I've also given my garments to this organization out here that collects clothing and other types of things for women who are getting their lives back together, and they're going back into the corporate world to get jobs, and they want to help them it's kind of like Dress for Success, but I forget the name of our local one, and they want to help them to prepare for corporate America. So I've given clothes to them, and then I've also given clothes to a woman at my local church, because I just love the way she dresses. And so one time I had all of these clothes that I was clearing out of my closet that I had made, and I gave them to her, and it would just be so exciting to see her come to church wearing the garments that I had made. And then her daughter started wearing the garments. So after mom was done, she passed them down to daughter, and I've seen her daughter wearing the garments. So I've just passed my stuff around all over the place. So yep, that's what I do. That's what I do. And I'm about to do another decluttering coming up here pretty soon in the beginning of the year. I'm about to do a complete declutter of my home, and my closet is going to be part of that. So yeah. All right, let's see what's going on in the chat. The shop company is excellent. What is the shop company? I'm not sure if that's for giving away your garments. Is that what it's for? Let me know, Tanya. Okay, let's see. All right. Okay, let's go to the next question in group 2. Let's see. We did the dress form. What is your favorite fabric to sew? Well, for those of you who have been here for a while, you already know it's knit. I love, love, love sewing knit fabrics, all kinds of knit fabrics. I'm the girl. I'm the knit girl. And if you follow my tutorials on YouTube, you'll see that a lot of the tutorials I have put out have been sewn with knit fabrics. So yeah, I'm a knit girl. I love wovens too, but knit, they're just my favorite. And the reason why is because for me, they're so easy to sew, and they're very forgiving. When you make mistakes, they're forgiving. All right. Okay, let's go to the next question. And then this will be the last one before we share more Sew Sisters. Where can I get help learning to adjust patterns to fit my changing figure? Okay, I love this question because I have some resources, some books here I want to share. Let me take a sip of tea. I'm doing so much better, you guys. Are you guys drinking tea or coffee or whatever, wine? Are you guys drinking today? Let me know what you're drinking. This one is so good. Okay. Oh, wait, I have to share this. I'm a cotton girl. I'm scared of knits. Guess I better start then and face my fears like I did pants. Yeah, if you're sewing pants, oh yes, ma'am. You need to be trying knits. You know what? It's just practicing. Get you some cheap knit fabric. You can get some knit bed sheets that have a good amount of stretch or whatever amount of stretch, and just practice. Just practice, and you have nothing to lose, but you have a lot to gain by sewing knit garments. Yes, if you're sewing pants, yes, Vicky, you can do it. You can do it. Okay, let's see. Lola said, I'm drinking tea. I'm drinking my tea in my Just Give Me Jesus mug. Yes, yes. You guys, these are from my store. From my merch store. Give Me Jesus and a sewing machine. Can you guys see that? Let's see. Give Me Jesus and a sewing machine. This was the first design that I came out with when I opened my merch store, and I just love it. I love it. I came up with this in 2020, I believe, when I was decorating, actually 2019, but when I redesigned my sewing studio, I had it put on my wall. I had a, what do you call it, a vinyl made that says, "Give me Jesus and a sewing machine." And I told myself, I'm going to make a t-shirt out of that. So I made the t-shirt and the mug. So this is my absolute favorite design because, and let me just tell you this, it was Jesus first and my sewing machine that really helped to get me through a couple of really rough trials in my life. And I talk about that in detail in my book, but it was literally Jesus, crying out to him, asking for help, asking for wisdom and guidance, how to move forward in those circumstances. And then sewing. I would go into my sewing room every day, you guys, and I would just sew and sew and sew. And it just, you know, when I'm sewing, and for some of you, you probably feel the same, that it just kind of takes you to another place. It's like your creative place. And I would just escape the world and sew. So yes, Give Me Jesus and a Sewing Machine is my favorite. Lola, I'm so glad to hear that you're using yours right now. All righty. Okay. Oh, I love this. Get me the hoodie, bold and no nonsense. Jesus rules. Hallelujah. You got that right, sister. Yes. And there are hoodies over there. So you guys, when we're done here, go and check out the store. It is, Alyssa will drop the link. Let me see. I have, let's see. Do I have a code here? I think I do. No, I don't. But Alyssa will drop the link for my merch store so you guys can go check it out. All right, let's go to Share More Sew Sisters. Okay, here we go. Group 2. And let me get my information. All right, our next Sew Sister is D. This is D. You guys, let me tell you about D. I love me some D because D is so encouraging and supportive. She reaches out to me through email, on Facebook, Instagram, wherever I am. D is there encouraging me and inspiring me and just always commenting on the things that I'm sharing. And I just really admire her. I admire her support. You know, I really do. So D, thank you so much. Thank you for being here. Now let's look at these beautiful pajamas. Okay, so D has been sewing for 2 to 3 years. She used Butterick 4406 View A. She used a pop knit, and her description is loose fitting jacket, straight leg pants with elastic waist. Is this cute? Oh my gosh, and look at her smile. Look at her smile. I love it. And the fabric is so cute. Absolutely gorgeous. She's got her cute little slippers on. Love it, love it. D, you look amazing, and it's a good fit. I love the fit. Those pants are nice, ma'am. You did a great job. Thank you, D, thank you for submitting your pajamas, but more than that, thank you for your support. Thank you for how you have just been by my side for a while now. I've seen you for so long reaching out to me. So thank you. I appreciate you with all of my heart. Okay, now let's go to our next Sew Sister, and that is Donna. Look at Donna, you guys. Look at her pajamas. I just love it. Okay, so Donna has been sewing for, listen up, 45 years. Oh my gosh, 45 years. She used Simplicity 8800 for the bottom, and then for the top she used New Look 6657. She used a poly satin fabric, and her description is a 2-piece lounge set, floral sleeveless pullover top with tie back and solid pants with elastic waist and floral cuff. Oh my gosh, look at it. It's so cute. And I like the shiny fabric. It looks luxurious. Like I want to sit on my lounge chair and have a cup of tea and feel rich. That's the vibe that this is giving me. Oh my gosh, I love it. You did a beautiful job, Donna. I love it. And the colors, you're right. Somebody just said the colors are so bright and bold. They are. You guys, the chat is moving so fast. You guys, thank you for supporting our sisters. I love it. Thank you. Thank you. somebody, I'm trying to find that comment. Somebody, here it is. Let me try to put it up. Sandy said, wow, that could be worn to host a gathering at home too. Yep. I agree. It can. So cute. Donna, you did an amazing job. Thank you so much for being a part of our Tea Time Live pajama party. I love it, love it. Okay. Let's go to, let me put my glasses on, you guys. Let's go to our next soul sister, and that is Sandra. Look at Sandra. Oh my goodness. Okay, let's get into it. This is Sandra, and she has been sewing for 20 plus years. Okay. She is a student of Learn to Sew, Mastering the Basics, my online sewing course. And let me just tell you, my course is designed for new beginners. However, I have quite a number of students who are not new beginners, and Sandra is one of them. People who came for a refreshing, or some people have told me that they learned many years ago, but they wanted to come into the course to learn the right way because they feel like they have learned things wrong after watching some of my tutorials. And here's what I have to say about that. Everybody has a different way of teaching, and there's more than one way to do any technique. So I teach the way that I sew, and other sew sisters in the community teach the way that they sew. So I tell my students at the end of the course that if you go out and see other people teaching something different, it's not that I taught you wrong, and it's not that they're telling you wrong. It's just that that's the way they sew. So this is Sandra. So she has used McCall's L9534. Now this is an older pattern because as you can see, it has a letter right before, a different letter right before the numbers. And this one of course is no longer in print, but that's the pattern she used. Her fabric is a flannel and pop knit, and her description is pajama pants, shirt, and matching headband. Come on, Sandra, with the matching headband. Does she look cute or what? And let's check her styling. She's got her cute beads on, honey. Her Christmas bells around her neck. She's got her earrings on. I love it. You look so cute. And your pajama pants and your top, it's a nice fit. It looks really good. I love it, Sandra. You did an amazing job. And the sisters are saying the same. They're loving it. Yes, you guys. Yes, I love this Soul Sister support. Thank you so much. Okay. Our last sister in group 2 is Sharon. This is Sharon. And get ready, you guys, get ready. Sharon has been sewing for 50 years. Oh my gosh. She used Simplicity 8803. Her fabric is a soft knit similar to a French terry. And her description is very colorful lounge pajama set. Absolutely beautiful. The fabric is so bold. I love the colors. I love the contrast on that collar. You guys see the contrast on her collar up there on the facing part? So cute. You did an amazing job. You guys, I love this so much. And you know what? I'm going to make me a pajama set with a top and pants like this. And I actually wanted to make a new one for today, but I didn't get around to doing it. But it inspires me. This is so inspiring to see these pajama sets. Beautiful, beautiful job, Sharon. Thank you so much. Okay, now it's time for another giveaway. Yes, you guys, give her all the support. I love it, love it, love it. Yes, everything is beautiful. You guys, it's moving so fast that I'm not able to catch these and put them on screen, but thank you. You guys will be able to go back and watch the replay to see all of the comments. For my soul sisters whose projects I'm sharing, if it's moving too fast for you, then you can go back and watch the replay and you'll be able to slow it down. You may be able to slow it down right now to see all the support that our sisters in our community are giving you. Just blesses my heart. I love this so much. I love this. Okay, so let's do a giveaway. And I'm gonna be giving away something else of mine, and that is one of my t-shirts and a mug, and you get to choose. Right now, this is showing the Jesus and a sewing machine design, but I also have the step design, which you saw, and I also have the I'm a Sew Sister design. So when you go into the store, you will be able to see all of the different designs that I have there. Okay, so you will get a short sleeve t-shirt and a matching mug. Okay, or if you want to mix up the mug, that's fine too. You can get a Give Me Jesus and a Sewing Machine t-shirt, and you can get a Sew Sister mug, however you want to do it. Okay, all right, so that's the prize, and we have a winner. So let's go get our winners. Let's get some music going. Let's get some music. Okay, let's see. Who is our winner for the t-shirt and mug? Lori Lawrence. Oh, Lori, are you here? Let me know you're here so that we can move on. If you're here, let us know. Remember, you have to be present in order to win. So we're going to wait for Lori. And Alyssa, if you see her, let me know. Lori, Zena said Lori is here. Okay, Lori is here. Where are you? Okay, I just saw Alyssa. She's here. Yay! Congratulations, Lori. Okay, make sure you reach out to me, sister, and we will get your prizes to you. Congratulations. So exciting. Okay, let's go to our next Sew Sister. Oh, we're going to go to questions again. Okay, so group three questions. All right, question number 1. Where do you get your inspiration for the garments you sew? I get inspiration all over the place. I get inspiration from patterns, looking at pattern envelopes, and sometimes when I see the designs and the way they are fitting on a model or the way the fabric that they've used, and it's not very appealing to me, I see potential and I envision what I can do with it. So sometimes I get inspiration from patterns that I see and I like everything about what they've done. And I also get inspiration from patterns where I see it and I don't like the way they put it together, but I like the potential that it has and the potential for me to bring it to life and make it something different. So I get patterns or inspiration that way. I also get inspiration from looking at fabric. Oh, I love looking at fabric, and when I do, I have ideas in my mind of what I'm going to do with that fabric. So a lot of times I will purchase fabric without a pattern in mind. I'll just get it because I have a vision of what I want to do with it. But you guys, I'm just going to be totally honest. A lot of times it changes because a lot of times I'll get it, bring it home, pre-treat it, put it away, and then I'll either forget what I was going to do with it or I'll just change my mind and do something different. But I do get inspired by looking at fabric. I also get inspired by watching the Sew Sisters in our community, and when I see what you guys are doing, I get inspired by that too. I get inspired by seeing women out on the streets. I'll see a woman in a cute outfit and I'm like, oh, I like that. I can make that. I can totally make that. And then another thing, I don't go shopping like for clothes because I make all of my clothes. But if I'm ever at the mall, like I will buy shoes, I will buy purses. Whenever I'm at the mall and I'm passing by the clothing stores, or if I'm in like Macy's getting shoes, and I'll go and look over in the clothing section and I see garments in the stores and I get inspired by that, thinking, oh, I can make that, baby. I can totally make that. So yeah, those are some of the things I get inspiration from. I would love to know what inspires you. You guys share in the chat what inspires you. Let's share our inspiration with each other. So, yep, that's it. All righty, let's see. Lynette said, you are allowed to change your mind. I sure am, and I change it a lot, and it's okay. Okay. Oh, I like this. Vicky says, the more you sew, the more you learn and build your confidence. That is the absolute truth. Absolute truth. Even now, for me, I'm an intermediate sewing level, and I'm still learning. I will never stop learning, ever. There is so much more that I have to learn, and it's fun. I enjoy learning. My mistakes that I make, I let them teach me. And I tell my students, mistakes are your best teachers. And some mistakes, when you make them, you're like, I will never do that again. And then some mistakes you will make over and over again until it clicks like, okay, why am I doing this over and over again? But yes, mistakes are your best teachers. Thank you so much for sharing that. Yeah. Oh, Patricia said, I watch celebs. Oh, and what people are wearing on the streets. Yep, yep. A lot of people watch the celebrities and make, yeah, duplicate or make something similar. Thank you for sharing that, Patricia. All righty. Let's see. Oh, I like this. So very Terry. I like when the fabric tells me what it wants to be. Come on, sis. I love that. I love it. I like when the fabric tells me what it wants to be. Is it a jacket, pants, top, fabric? Please tell me. I love it. I love it so much. That is great. Thank you for sharing that, so very Terry. That is so cool. Okay. Oh, I like that. Celeste says, the amazing things people sew who haven't been sewing all that long really inspires me. Yep, absolutely. I get inspired too. Like that house coat that our sister made, I'm like, what? Now, I'm going to be honest, I don't have the patience to sew those squares together, but that really does inspire me. It is incredible. And what inspires me is the fact that she hasn't been sewing that long, and her desire and her courage to do something like that. I remember when I was new to sewing, I wasn't afraid to try anything. You guys, I was literally sewing pants when I first started sewing. So to see her do that, oh my gosh, that's courage and creativity. So yes, I agree with you. Seeing what the others are doing, and even though they haven't been sewing long, is inspiring. And that's the beautiful thing about our sewing community, is that we all inspire each other regardless of the sewing level that we're on. So yeah. All righty. Oh, I have to share this. Nicole said, this might sound crazy, but sometimes I have dreams about what to make. Yes. Recently, I dreamed of a gored satin skirt cut on the bias. Well, honey, I hope you make that skirt. I love it. And I'm wondering, when you have the dreams, do you actually go and sew what you dreamed? Do you? That is so cool. Now, that's a soul sister right there who dreams of what she's going to make. I love it. That's inspiration. If I dream of what I'm going to make, that's some serious inspiration. Love it, love it. Okay, let's go to our next question. We're in group 3. Okay. What types and weights of knit fabrics do you like to cut and sew, and wear? How do you keep your fabric garments looking fresh and lasting? Hand laundering at home or professional cleaning? I love this question. Where is it? I love this question. So I like all different types and all different weights of fabrics, or knit fabrics, all the way from the really stretchy jersey knit up to the stable ponte knits. I like sweater knits. I like all of them and all of the different weights. And I like trying different ones because it helps to improve my sewing, and it increases my experience. So I like all of them. In terms of how I keep them looking fresh, I actually I will put them through the machine. If the instructions say to hand wash, I will hand wash because I have a large sink in my sewing room, but I don't have a lot of fabrics that require that, maybe 1 or 2. But I will put them in my machine to wash in cold, but I will lay them flat for drying. Like, I don't put all of them. I put some of my knits in the dryer, but the majority of them, I will lay them flat to dry. I have a long table in my laundry room, so I dry them that way. So yeah, that's what I do, and keep them looking fresh. This right here, my loungewear, this is a crushed velvet, and it's a stretchy fabric. This thing is like new, and I wear it often, and I think I made it a couple of years, 2 or 3 years ago. I absolutely love it, and it still looks new, and it's because of the way I treat it. Okay, so yeah, I make sure I'm careful with my washing and drying, especially drying, because I think that has a lot to do with deteriorating our garments. That's just my opinion. What about you guys? What do you do to keep your garments fresh, to keep your fabric nice and fresh after you've made something? I would love to hear. Okay, so let me know. All right, our next question. And group 3, oops. Okay. This is a question about fitting garments and whether all the dresses that look so beautiful on you will suit those of us with a few love handles. Okay. So again, I will say this is a personal preference. I'm not going to say what would look good on you because it's you. You have to like it. I am in a place in my life, you guys, where I am not trying to please other people. I don't care what you think. If I like it, if I think it looks good on me, I'm going to wear it. But there was a time when I would think, oh, you know, I don't know. What are people going to say about this? But no, no, sis, I don't care. I don't care. I'm going to wear what makes me happy and what looks good on me. So that's about it. Let's see. What are we? Oh, lingerie bags. Lingerie bags are a must. I love, love, love this tip for laundering your garments after you've made them. Thank you for sharing that, Upland Bird. Thank you. Oh, let's see this one. Sylvia says cold water, low dry to damp and line dry. Yes, I love that. I love that. Yes. Line drying is still a thing. It's still a thing. Oh, I saw a soul sister on YouTube. Gosh, I wish I could remember her handle. But she lives somewhere. I forgot. But she has like bushes, hedges in her backyard, and she actually takes her fabric, like when she pre-treats her fabric, she takes it after she washes it and she lays it out straight over those bushes, and that gives her a lot of space. So she does that to dry her fabric even before she makes the garment. So yes, line drying is still a thing. I love it. Okay, let's see. What else are you guys doing? Let's see. Yes to the bags. Okay. All right, here we go. Oh, did I do? Okay, never mind. I'll get back to that in a second. All right, group 3, next question. Did I not? What did I just? Let me go back. Okay, thank you because somebody said what books do I recommend for fitting garments. So let me finish answering this question because I do have some books that I want to share for fitting garments. So these are some that I have in my library, but you guys, there is a plethora. Let me tell you, a plethora of sewing books on the market. So you know, get suggestions from other people, try some out for yourself. There are some I have that are so-so, and then there are some that I have that I absolutely love. So the number one book I want to show, because this is the one that I share with my students in my beginner sewing course. If you are a beginner, I like to recommend Nancy Ziemann's Pattern Fitting with Confidence because of the simplicity of her method. She uses the slide, pivot and slide, or is it slide and pivot? Pivot and slide, pivot, slide and pivot method. Anyway, she uses her own method and it works so well. And I use a lot of her, well, I don't do a whole lot of alterations, but for some that I do, I use this book, especially for beginners. So I do recommend checking this out. And she teaches you how to choose your pattern size based on your right size measurement. And it's a measurement that she takes from armpit to armpit across the chest here. Okay, so for the top, your bodice, she chooses you how to choose your pattern based on that, and of course your bottom based on your hip. So yeah, Nancy Ziemann, if you're a new beginner. Even if you're intermediate level, there are some great techniques in here to be learned and tried. Okay, another book that I really like is Fast Fit by Sandra Betsina. She has a lot of great tips in here to help you fit your garments. Now, beginners, yes, you can use this, but if you're a higher intermediate, this is really, really good. All right. Another book that I really do recommend for everyone is Fit for Real People. Now, they use the tissue fitting method, which I'm not a fan of. I don't really use that, but I do use some of the techniques with my fabric when I'm doing my fitting. Okay, so yeah, this is another great one, fit for real people. And then another one that I highly recommend for my curvy and plus size sisters is Ahead of the Curve. Jenny has some amazing uh, pattern adjustments in here. She has just a plethora. So if you are a plus size or a curvy sister, Ahead of the Curve, highly recommended. And her company is Cashmere, and they were a sponsor at our, I think it was our second quarter Tea Time Live. Um, Amazing patterns, and yeah, so check this out. And in the beginning of the book, she has some very encouraging words for our sisters, for all of us actually, about sizing and all of the things that are going on in in the in our minds about our sizing. Some of the questions have been asked about, what do I do if I'm this size or whatever. Yeah, she addresses that in here. So check that out. So those are some of the books that I recommend for fitting, but like I said, there are a whole lot more out there. So do your research. A great place that I do recommend if you're looking for older fitting books is abebooks.com. They have a lot of sewing books, older sewing books, if you can't find something on Amazon or wherever in bookstores, or the library. You guys can get some fitting books from the library. Check them out. All right, so that's it. Let's go to our next question. Let's see. I wear a size 6 misses. Should I buy a pattern in that same size or according to my body measurements? I'm just getting back into sewing and haven't bought or sewn from a pattern in about 30 plus years. I have heard different viewpoints, so I'm not sure how to go about purchasing the correct size nowadays. Okay, first most important thing is do not compare your ready to wear size, which is the size that you buy from the store, to the pattern size. Totally different. They're not related, have nothing to do with each other. The size you wear in the store will not be the size that you buy in your pattern. Most likely it won't. So when you're buying your pattern, when you're choosing a size for the pattern that you're going to buy, you are choosing that size based on your bust if you are making a garment, a top or something, and your hip if you're making pants, or if you're making a dress, you want to choose for the largest measurement, the largest part of your body, and then you can merge the cutting lines based on the size that you want. And then once you buy your pattern, it's very important that you look at the finished measure or the finished body measurements. Okay, the finished body measurements are what you want to look at, because that's going to determine what size you cut from that pattern. So just because you're buying a certain size, it doesn't mean you're going to cut that size, because depending on the design of the fabric, there will be ease. Depending on the size or the style, there will be a certain amount of ease in that fabric, and you get to determine how much ease you want in your garment. Okay, so if a garment has like 5 inches of extra ease for a top and you don't want that much ease, then you can go down to a smaller size and have less ease. Okay, so I hope that helps. If you guys have any comments, then please leave them down in the comments in the chat. All right, let's see. What do we have? Okay, here's pattern sizes from the big 4 are not your ready-to-wear size. Pattern sizes are much smaller. Yes, yes, Diva, thank you so much for sharing that. Okay, let's see. Oh, Zena said, I made that mistake when I first started. So disappointed. Yeah, you gotta make sure that you're purchasing from your body measurements. Okay. All right, so let's go to our next question. Thank you guys for sharing in the chat. I love it. Okay, next question in group 3. Oh, just did that one. Should you use a zigzag stitch to sew knits if you don't have a serger? If so, what stitch is better? Okay, let me close this one. If you don't have a serger and you're sewing a knit garment on your regular sewing machine, you can use a zigzag stitch or any stretch stitch that's on your machine. So I usually use a narrow zigzag stitch on my sewing machine when I'm sewing a knit fabric. And to get the narrow zigzag stitch, my settings are a 0.5 stitch length and a 2.5 stitch, a 0.5 stitch width and a 2.5 stitch length. And that will give you a very narrow zigzag stitch that almost looks like a straight stitch, but it gives you that stretch that you need in your garment. So you can use a zigzag stitch, and then if your machine comes with other stretch stitches, then you can use those too. I tend to stick with the zigzag stitch most of the time because it uses less thread and there's less movement in the fabric, especially if you are hemming a garment. If you are hemming a garment on your regular sewing machine, you want to use as little movement as possible to prevent stretching that hem, to prevent stretching that fabric as you are sewing. Okay, I teach how to stabilize that hem with a knit interfacing so that you're not stretching it, and you can also use a twin needle. So if you don't want to do a narrow zigzag stitch, or if you don't want to use your stretch stitches on the machine, you can use a twin needle. And what the twin needle does is gives you 2 rows of straight stitching on the top of the fabric, and it gives you a zigzag stitch on the bottom, and that will give you the stretch that you need on your hem, or any, for your hem. You're not going to use a twin needle for sewing regular seams, but for your hems. Okay, and your neckline, you can use the twin needle on your neckline. I hope that helps. All right, if you guys have any other recommendations, please drop them in the chat for our Sew Sisters. Okay, let's see what's going on in the chat. What are you guys talking about? All right. Okay, I want to share this one. Monique says, I have a Craftsy account and I like it because they have videos that show you how to alter and adjust Big 4 and commercial patterns to fit you. I'm more of a visual person, so this helps me. I love it. I have Craftsy too, and I've had it for years. And yes, they have a lot of very helpful videos for all different types, all the different subjects on sewing. So if you guys don't have that, then I like it. They have gone back and forth and changed names, and now they're back to Craftsy. So yeah, Craftsy is a great resource, a great resource. Another resource I want to share with you guys is patternreview.com. If you guys are not familiar with it, it is a company where people go and share the projects that they have sewn, and they're giving their reviews for the patterns. They're showing pictures of the garment, the finished garment that they've made, and then they're giving you the information, whether they liked it or not, what problems they encountered, what was great about it. And what I really love about that, when I'm sewing a project that I want to know, how it turned out for other people, I will go and look at patternreview.com, and I'm able to learn where the problem areas may be. Because some people will share what the problem area is, and they will share what they did to correct the problem. So patternreview.com is a great resource, and I usually go there with almost every pattern that I'm sewing, especially if it's something that has a lot of detail and there's a lot of work that's going to be required. I'll go to patternreview.com and check them out. And another thing I do is I always read through my entire pattern before I start. And that's if I'm working on a pattern that has a lot of detail. Now with very simple patterns, I don't always do that. I usually don't, but if it's a lot involved, I will go and read through the entire pattern. And that helps because if I run across an instruction that I haven't done before or that's not clear to me, then I will go to pattern review and see if there is a review for that pattern and get some help on that particular step of the pattern. And you'll be amazed at some of the information and some of the things that you'll find out about these patterns when you go and check what the other Soul Sisters have done. So go and check out patternreview.com. All right, let's go. This is a comment back with laundering. Annette says, I wash all my clothes in cold water and only a cool dry or hang to dry. Okay, I like that. I like the cool dry. I've never done that, but that's a great option. Yes, awesome. Okay, let's go to our next question. Let's see, where are we? Oh, that's group 2. Let's go down to group 3. All righty. I think that, this is what has been the most rewarding of your sewing career. And I have to tell you right now, the most rewarding part for me is when I hear from you guys that I have played a part in helping you to learn how to sew or complete a garment. That for me is the best. It's the best part of all because that I'm here to help. You know, I remember back when I first started sewing and I found somebody to help and teach me, and the feeling I had to be able to learn a skill and take it and just run away with it, there is nothing better than that. So for me to be able to do the same thing for others, it just blesses my heart beyond words. Blesses my heart beyond words. I'm going to pour some more tea because mine is cold now. And I have my tea kettle on the tea warmer. And I have my cute little floral teapot. So I have it on the tea, or on the, not the tea kettle, but a tea light underneath. And it's still warm. So yes, that's my favorite part. I love being able to help you guys, and I love hearing back. That encourages me and inspires me to keep going when I hear back from you guys. Like I shared about Dee earlier, when I hear from you guys that you support what I do, that you appreciate what I do, like one of the greatest comments I receive all the time is that you appreciate how detailed I am in my sewing videos. And I love that because when I set out to start my YouTube channel, that was something I knew I would do because that's how I learn. I learn by I like to have a lot of details. I want to know from A to Z how to do something. And I don't, if you're skipping steps, it kind of frustrates me. So that's the way I want to teach. And to hear that you guys are appreciating that, even though my videos are longer than most on sewing channels, you guys are still appreciating that. And I have heard people say, your videos should not be so long. They haven't said it directly to me, but I've heard in the community that, you should have a certain limit of time. And if it goes over this time, it's too long. Well, people are liking it and they're learning and they are giving me feedback to say that they enjoy it. So I'm not going to change it. If it works for the community, it works for me. All right, so that's the thing that makes me most happy. Okay, let's see. That's the most rewarding. Okay, it's time to share more Soul Sisters. Yes, can you guys tell this is my favorite part? Okay, our next Soul Sister. Let's get my information sheet here. Okay, our next Soul Sister. Oh, thank you guys. I see all of your feedback. Thank you so much. Yes, I'm so glad you guys love it. I'm glad you appreciate it. Oh, my heart. Yes, my heart. Oh, I have to share this. Oh, let me get back before I go to the next Soul Sister. Okay, I get tunneling with a twin needle. Is it the tension? Not necessarily. What I have found to be helpful with the tunneling is number one, I will stabilize the area with a stretch or with a knit interfacing. And that usually helps the tunneling. That usually helps to prevent the tunneling. Another thing that I will do is I use a walking foot. I use a walking foot, and that usually helps with the tunneling. And I make sure that I increase the stitch length. So instead, if I'm using a 2.5, I'll increase it to a 3 or a 3.5 based on the type of fabric that I'm using. And very important tip, when you are going to hem a garment, I highly recommend, or a knit garment with a twin needle, I highly recommend doing a test round using the same condition that you're going to actually be using. So take a scrap piece of that knit fabric, interface it with your knit interfacing, fold it in two like you're going to do when you're hemming, and then practice with your twin needle. And if you see that you're getting the tunneling, then make some adjustments with your stitch length to see if that helps. I don't think it's the tension that causes the tunneling, but you can test with your tension too to see if that makes a difference. So hope that was helpful. Okay, let's go now to our, thank you for asking that, or for sharing that and asking that question. All right. Next up, we have, let me go to group 3. Our next sew sister is Cynthia. Look at Cynthia. Okay. Cynthia has been sewing for off and on for over 5 years. The pattern she has used is Butterick. It's a Butterick See and Sew 5910. She used a cotton sateen, and her description for the garment is short sleeve, loose fitting pullover top, straight leg, cropped bottoms, finished with elastic waist. Now you guys, come on, let's look at Sandra. Look at her. That fabric is absolutely gorgeous on that top. Look at her fabric with the candy canes and the little Santas. So cute. And I love the color. Absolutely love the color. You look so beautiful, Cynthia. And the pants, I love the crop pants. And yes, ma'am, she has her cute little fuzzy slippers on. Hair looking cute. I love it. You look so adorable. So yeah, you guys check her out at all angles. Love, love, love. So beautiful. And you know what? I love the hem. It looks from the front view, it looks like it's asymmetrical. It looks like the sides hang longer. I can't see on the pattern, but it looks like that's what's happening with Cynthia's. And I just love it. That fabric, ma'am, that fabric is so cute. You look adorable, and the fit is nice. I love, love, love the fit. Thank you so much, Cynthia, for being a part of my private email community. Thank you for submitting your pajamas. And somebody said, love the haircut. Yes, ma'am. Me too. So cute. Just adorable. Love it, love it, love it. Okay, let's go to our next sew sister. All right, and that is Christine. Look at Christine, you guys. Okay, so Christine has been, oh, this is so cute. I laughed when I read it, when I got her submission. Christine says that she has sewn 3 projects in the last 3 years. Okay, so to have sewn that little, will you look at her pajama set? Ma'am, Christine, so cute. She used Simplicity 1563 views C and D. And again, this is a project that I created a sew along for on my YouTube channel. So if you're interested in making a pajama set like this, then go and check out the sew along. And of course, I walk you through the entire process for sewing the top and the pants step by step. Lots of details. You guys know how I do it. So Christine, oh my gosh, you look so cute. I love your fabric. Again, it looks very comfortable and cozy. She used a cotton knit, and her description is bunny print pajama top and pants. So it's a bunny print. You guys, is she cute? Look at her smile. I just love it. I love my soul sisters. I do. I do. I just love you guys. Thank you, Christine, for submitting your pajamas. And thank you for being a part of my private email community. I appreciate you so much. Okay, let's go to our next soul sister. And that is Lola. Lola, Lola, Lola. Lola has been sewing for 2 years. And she used Simplicity 1563. Again, this is from my sew along on YouTube. She used a knit fabric, and her description is animal print V-neck t-shirt with drawstring pants. Lola. Now, Lola is another one. Lola is another one who I hear from all the time. Lola is always, especially in my Facebook group, my Anita by Design Facebook group, Lola is always over there commenting. She's in my email. She's always sharing her feedback and just supporting me. I love it. Thank you. All of these ladies have been very supportive. But Lola, she's just always commenting. But look at her pajamas, you guys, and look at her matching slippers. Oh my gosh, so cute. I love it. It looks so very cozy, Lola. I love it. You look beautiful, absolutely beautiful. Thank you, Lola. Thank you for being part of my community. Thank you for your support, and thank you for submitting your pajamas for our Tea Time Live. You look just gorgeous, girl. You did it, Lola. You made it. Okay. And then our last soul sister in this group before our next giveaway is Laura. This is my soul sister, Laura. Laura is another one who's always supporting, always commenting. Laura, thank you so much for being here. So Laura has been sewing for 2 years. She used Simplicity 15. Wait, this is not right. I put the wrong number on here. This is not Simplicity. This is, oh, I forgot the name of the pattern. Oh, Laura used Style Arc loungewear. I have the wrong information on my sheet. She used Style Arc loungewear top to make this. Is that cute? She used a, oh wait, I'm looking at the wrong one. Okay, here I am. Laura has been sewing since she was 12. She has been sewing since she was 12. Please excuse me, Laura, for getting it all wrong. I didn't change the sheet. So Laura has been sewing since she was 12 years old. She used the Style Arc loungewear top to make this garment. And her fabric is Robert Hoffman quilt cotton in Graceful Garden. And her description is a piped edge classic pajama top with a curved hem and buttons. I'm going to say that again. A piped edge classic pajama top with a curved hem and buttons. Laura, I absolutely love it. The fabric is so cute. I love blue. I love blue, and I just love what you've done with this. The piping looks so good. Your collar looks good, and the fit is good. Ma'am, I love it, Laura. So cute. And yes, you got me too. Maxine says, I love the piping. It looks so good. Excellent. Excellent, Laura. Thank you for sharing. And again, thank you for being so supportive of me, Laura. Laura, you make my heart smile. You do. You make my heart smile. Thank you for being here. Thank you for sharing your pajamas for our Tea Time Live. And oh, I love this. There's nothing like a comfortable lounge shirt. Yes, ma'am. I agree 100%. Nothing like it. Love it, love it, love it. Okay, let's see. What else do you guys have going? Oh, Laura forgave me. Laura said, thanks everyone for the love. Anita, you are forgiven. Thank you. See, that's what I'm talking about. I just love you. I just love you, Laura. Thank you for forgiving me. Okay, it's time for another giveaway, you guys. Let's have a giveaway. Am I doing great with my tea drinking? Mm-hmm. I am. Okay, let's go to our next giveaway. And our giveaway is, or our sponsor, let me introduce you to our sponsor. It's the Tangled Tree. And this is my friend Tree. Her name is Teresa, but I call her Tree. But this is her website, and she does hand crochet beautiful garments. And there she is, there's Tree. She has these purses that she makes, the blankets that I absolutely love, and then she has these cute little handcrafted wreaths. So Teresa is her real name, but her friends call her Tree, and she's a tree hugger, as you can see there. But I love, 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 love it. Let's look at the blanket. So here it is. You can actually go in on her website. The price is $70, and there are all these different colors that you can choose from to have your blanket customized. And then you would just put the colors down in this area to have her to make it for you. So she is giving away a blanket to a lucky winner. She's giving away a blanket to someone. So I have a winner, and I want to go and, oh, let me show you some of her blankets. Look at how cute they are. Oh my gosh. And the one in the upper right-hand corner here with the little beanie hat for the baby, is that cute? So I think this was a matching set, like one for mom, a smaller one for the baby, and then a little beanie hat. That's what I think. I could be wrong. But those are absolutely adorable. So we have a winner, and again, you must be present. So say I'm here. Alyssa will be on the lookout. Our Soul Sisters will be on the lookout, and you will have to follow the protocol. Reach out to me to get your prize. All right, our winner for the Tangled Tree blanket. Let's get us some music going. Let's get some music. I know you're here because I've seen you. Congratulations. Congratulations, Lynette. You guys, you have seen Lynette's name around here because she actually moderated the chat for me. I think on the first Tea Time Live or the second, I can't remember. Tree, our sponsor is here. Where is she? Woohoo! There she is. Tree, thank you for being here. I love you. I love you so much. Oh my gosh, this is the lady who, or you can see from the Tangled Tree. So she's the one who's giving away the blanket. But Lynette has been so supportive. Now, Lynette has been with me from day one. When I first launched my YouTube channel and my blog, Lynette was there. So she has been hanging with me for all these years. So Lynette, I am so happy. When I drew your name, I was like, ah, so excited. So thank you, sis. Thank you for just all these years of support. Thank you for helping me. Let me tell you another thing that Lynette does, and I love her for this. When she sees something, like when I put out an email, or not an email, but like my sewing course, when I put out something like that, or any type of information where there's text, and if I have a typo or a mistake, Lynette will come to my DMs and she will let me know. She will say, sis, this is out of order, and I'm like, thank you so much. Lynette has my back, you guys. She's not out here letting me look crazy in these streets, okay? Not in these sewing streets. Lynette is like, I will not have it. And I love that. I love you for that, sis, with all of my heart. Thank you for your support, like over and above for your support. I appreciate it. Thank you. So yes, I'm sure she has told us that she's here. I'm sure she has, because I know she's here. I've seen her. So yes, Lynette, congratulations. You know what to do. Contact me and Tree will get your package to you. I'll connect you with her and we'll get it going. All right, let's go to our final, let's go to group 4. Yes, let's go to group 4 questions. How are we on time? Oh, we're doing good. We're doing good. We can get through this in time. All right, group 4. Oh, let's see what's going on in the chat. Tree said, Lynette, you are awesome and queen. Yes, she is. She is. Yes. Thank you, Tree. Thank you for being here. Blesses my heart when a sponsor is here. Oh my gosh, blesses my heart. Ah. And Alyssa is in the chat. She said, don't forget to check out the Tangled Tree to get a beautiful blanket. Thank you, Alyssa. Thank you for shouting out Tree. Yes, you guys go check it out. Oh, look, I got to show you guys. I got to show you. I got mine right next to me. This is my blanket from Tangled Tree. This is the one that you guys saw me sharing on my Instagram, on my Facebook, through email. I love it. Is so warm and it is chunky, baby. It's chunky and thick. I love it. It keeps me warm. I have this with me every single morning in the winter months. I have this with me every single morning in my recliner chair in my bedroom, which is where I have my quiet time when I'm reading my Bible, praying, meditating, doing my thing. This keeps me warm. I love it. Tree, you're just amazing. Your talent is just incredible. So thank you, you guys. You can go and check her out at her website and get your own blanket. It's so soft. It's so soft. I love it. Okay. Next, let's go to group 4. Okay, first question. I would like to know if you take your measurements before you begin a new sewing project. And the answer is yes. It is a yes. I almost always take my measurements, even though I know I haven't gained weight all the time. I just do it. I don't know, it's habit. It is habit that I take my measurements every time I get ready to sew something. So I don't think there's anything wrong with that, but I really want to know, do you guys take your measurements every time? Let me know. I do believe it's good to take them at least once a month, because things can change. Things can change, right? But I would love to know if you guys are taking your measurements every time you sew a project. Let me know in the chat. Let's hear it. Let's hear it. Are you guys checking? Thank you guys for supporting. Thank you for supporting. Yes. Okay. Let's go to the next question in group 4. When you make a garment, do you make a muslin or a wearable muslin? Have certain adjustments or just know to make? Wait, let me start over. When you make a garment, do you make a muslin or a wearable muslin? Have certain adjustments you just know to make or fit as you go? And my answer is all of the above. I do it all, but not all the time. Now, I'm starting to sew more muslins now than I used to because for whatever reason, I've been making more mistakes lately because I'm just too impatient to sew a muslin, or have been. I'm not going to say that about myself now, but I am exercising. I'm exercising more patience to create muslins with garments that have more detail, okay? If it's a new pattern that I'm sewing that has a lot of detail, I will definitely make a muslin. Sometimes it's a wearable muslin where I'm, sewing even the sleeves on. Usually it's just like if I'm making a dress, it's usually the front and the back with no sleeves. I just want to check for fit for that, for the top to the bottom. But if I'm making a wearable muslin, I will go ahead and put everything together and check it. Okay. However, there are times when, like I said, I just haven't had the patience to do it, but I'm doing it more. But yes, I do. And then what was the second part of that question? Oh, the adjustments. I almost always have to do a sway back adjustment because I get the fabric puddling up at my lower back with my garments. So I almost always do that. And I will measure the pattern piece, the back pattern piece from the neck edge, stitching line to the waist to see what the finished measurement is. And it's from the sewing line, not the cutting line, the sewing line at the top of the neck. So I'll measure that to see what that measurement is and compare it to my measurement and make whatever adjustment I have to make. So I almost always have to do that. And then as far as fitting as I go, yes, I will fit as I go. I will sew the front and the back together and then try it on and see if I have to make any adjustments. And a lot of times I'm basting it together. If I didn't make a muslin, then I will base the seams together and try it on and then continue moving on from there. So hope that helps. All right, you guys, are you making muslins? Okay. Oh, somebody wants to know, do you make a muslin for a knit garment? Yes. Yes, I have made muslins for knit garments. Yep, I sure have. It depends on the design. It depends on what it is and the detail that's involved. I will make a muslin. Okay. All right. Vivian says, I cut up an orange bed sheet for a mock-up. A jumpsuit, it looks just like a prison outfit. Hey, whatever works, whatever works. We can look like prisoners up in our own space if we're trying to get the right fit. I'm all for it, Vivian. I'm all for it. So yes, I use bed sheets. I have a cabinet full. For those of you who have watched my sewing tutorials, I've shared my cabinet, my linen closet or linen cabinet that has all sheets, and they are woven, and then I have a few stretch or jersey sheets in there, and they're just old sheets that I like to use to sew up my muslins. And for those of you who are new to sewing and you don't know what a muslin, muslin, is a practice garment. You're putting together the skeleton of the garment to check fit. You're not sewing in any of the special details. You're not adding pockets or top stitching, none of that. You're just basting your shoulder seams and your side seams together to check for fit. If you're doing pants, you can do your waistband, leave the zipper out, and just check for fit. So that's what a muslin is. Okay, thank you, Vivian. It was so funny. Okay, let's go ahead and move. Oh, Sandra said, I made at least 6 muslins before I got a good pants fit. Hey, I believe it. I believe it. I believe it. It's possible. You know, pants are a lot of work. Now, I don't know if you guys have read the article in Threads magazine, but there is a new method. Ruth Collins has, oh gosh, I hope I'm saying the right last name, but Ruth, she has a method that she has created for fitting pants, and it's called top down, center out. And it's supposed to be a method that helps you to fit your pants easier without having to make all the different adjustments that we're accustomed to making to get our pants to fit. I haven't tried it all the way yet. I tried bits and pieces of it, but I haven't tried the full thing yet. But I have seen other women try it, and I've seen the outcome. And these women are sewing some great pants, some great fitting pants with minimal fit adjustments. So you guys go and check out that article, and then you can find her on Instagram. Oh, I'm forgetting the name of her Instagram handle. Ithacan Maven. Oh gosh, I forget. But if anybody knows it, if anybody knows Ruth's Instagram handle, can you type that in the chat so that others can go and check it out? Or, they can go and check it out. So yeah, that's an option for fitting pants to make it easier. And I am looking forward to trying that so that I can get my pants fitting better, easier. You guys probably notice I don't sew a whole lot of pants, and it's because I have to do so many adjustments to get them to fit. And it's the crotch, for me, it's the crotch curve that really gets me, especially when it comes to fitted pants. And so Ruth eliminates all of that. She eliminates having to deal with the crotch curve or adjusting the crotch curve. So I really, really recommend you guys go check her out. And there is another sew sister in our community who has created an entire series on top down, center out. Gosh, I wish I had written her information down if I knew this question was going to come up. But she has created an entire series based on Ruth's method, top down, center out, on how to use the techniques that Ruth is teaching. And oh my gosh, it is so good. I've watched the entire series, and she does an incredible, incredible job. And you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to link. I'm going to put her link in the description box after this live is done, and then you guys can go and check it out. So I'm going to write a note to myself right now to put the top down center out video or YouTube channel. And then you guys can go and check her out and see what it's all about. So I'll make sure I put that in the description box so you guys can come back to the replay after our live is over, and that information will be in the chat, and then we can all start making some pants with minimal adjustments. All right? Okay. Let's go. Let's see. Okay. Where are we? Are we on another question? Yeah, we're group 4, right? Okay. Group 4. I have a serger along with my Baby Lock Soprano, but do I need an overlocker machine as well? I have sewn more knit fabric lately. Okay, so a serger, as far as I know, a serger and an overlocker are the same thing, unless you're referring to the cover stitch machine when you say overlocker. So if you're referring to a cover stitch machine, they are different. Hold on, let me go back to your question to make sure I got the right. Okay, so if you're referring to the cover stitch machine, no, you don't need to have a serger and a cover stitch machine. They actually are different. Like the serger, you can actually sew full garments with it, and of course you can use it to finish off the seam allowance for your garments. The cover stitch, however, is great for top stitching, for hemming. Oh, it's excellent for hemming, and I use it for almost all of my hems now. Like I have all I need with my cover stitch when it comes to hems. And then you can do some decorative stitching with it. I have an entire series on the cover stitch machine. I'm a Baby Lock ambassador, for those of you who don't know, and I have the Baby Lock Euphoria cover stitch, and I have an entire series on that machine, how to use it, how to thread it, all of the accessories, all of the machine parts, and it's in the playlist. If you go to my YouTube channel and click on playlists, then you'll see Baby Lock Euphoria, and then you can watch all the videos. There are 4 different videos, and you can see the amazing work that it does on not just knit fabrics, but wovens too. So you can use that on all different kinds of fabrics. So hopefully that helps. Now, if let me go back and say, if you are referring to, no, I think I answered the question. I think that's it. Okay. All right. Hope that helps. Let's go to the next question. I was wondering, how long did it take for your sewing room remodel to be completed, and where did you find most of your decor items, lamps, etc.? It took a full year. It took a year. I started my sewing room remodel at the beginning of 2020. I think it was actually probably February, right before the world shut down. Right before the world shut down, and I could not get access to the things I needed because nobody was going anywhere. There were no deliveries happening. I couldn't go to the stores. But once I was able to go out, I went to IKEA. I got my sewing desks, my sewing tables, all come from IKEA. My cutting table, those items came from Lowe's. I got it from our local home improvement store. And then the cubbies with the drawers, those came from Lowe's. So yeah, I got my things from different locations. And then the lamps you see in back of me, those came from Lowe's also. Those came from Lowe's also. The little candle holders are from Lowe's. So different places. I got some things online. But if you go and watch my video where I give you a full walkthrough of my sewing studio, including what's inside of my drawers and how I have things organized, then in the description box under that video, I have links to where I purchased most of the items, the things that I purchased online. Some things I purchased locally, and there's no link to that, but I have links to all of those things. Now, some of the things may no longer be available, but you can look for something similar. So hope that helps. All right, let's see. What are you guys talking about in the chat? What am I missing? Okay, let me share this one. Tracy Williams, I have been using a baby lock machine for a very long time and all because of Nancy Zeman. I would follow baby lock right over a cliff. Tracy, listen, I am a huge super fan of baby lock, and that was before I became an ambassador. I remember when I would see Mimi and other creators in the community using the baby lock machines, and I would drool like, oh, wow, maybe one day I'll have one of those. Maybe one day. And I was still using my mechanical, very basic sewing machine. And baby, I was still making some fire outfits. I didn't need all the bells and whistles to continue sewing great items. I sewed some beautiful items on my basic machine. And I tell my beginners that you don't need a top of the line high level sewing machine to create beautiful garments. I am a testament to it. I have sewn some incredible garments with my basic machine. But baby, when Baby Lock reached out to me and asked me to become an ambassador, I was like, yes, yes, yes. And I can't go back. I can't go back. I still have my older machines and I will keep them because I love my machines and they serve as backups when I need to get my Baby Lock serviced, although I have quite a few baby locks now, but I love my baby locks. So yes, ma'am, I am with you on that. I'm a huge fan, Tracy. Yes, thank you for sharing. Okay, let's go. Oh, I want to get back to this. I want to get to this. You don't construct garments with a cover stitch. Let me clarify myself because I did say that. Yes, you can with the type of garment I'm thinking in particular is activewear. With activewear, you can actually use that cover stitch to create your activewear. I'm thinking of the pants, the activewear pants. If you look in, or leggings. If you go into the department store or your local boutique or wherever you buy clothes and you look at the seams and how they put them together, it looks sometimes like it looks like they're using a cover stitch because you can see the I'm calling it a overlock type stitch on one side and then the straight stitching on the other side, and you get to choose which side you have it on. So yes, you can create garments, but there are some things that you cannot do on the cover stitch or the serger. For instance, darts. You can't sew darts on that. So you would have to do that on your regular machine and then go back to your cover stitch to put the main pieces together. So thank you for asking. Thank you for making that statement because you actually can. All righty. Let's see. Okay, let's go to our next question in group 4. I was wondering how long did it take for your, we did that already. What stitch length is optimal when stitching curves? This is an interesting question because I don't change my stitch length when I'm sewing on curves. Maybe that's a thing that I'm not aware of, but if I'm sewing a 2.5 stitch length, I stick with a 2.5. Now, I think that one thing I have done is when I'm sewing a collar, like a tight curve on a collar or a point on a collar, I don't always, but I have reduced my stitch length when I get to that point or to that sharp curve. I have reduced it in that area, but for the most part, if it's a wide or regular curve, I just keep the same stitch length. So hope that helps, and I would really love to hear from the rest of you. Are you guys reducing your stitch length? Are you changing your stitch length when you're sewing curves? Let me know. Let me know in the chat. Okay. All right. And we're going to go to our next question. I think that's the final question. Yes, it's time to share some more Sew Sisters. Okay, let's get it going. Let's get it going. Group 4, and then we'll have one more group after that. Okay, our next Sew Sister is Stephanie. Okay, Stephanie has been sewing for 2 years. For this garment, she used Simplicity 8801. Her fabric is a French terry knit, and her description is An easy to sew romper or jumpsuit pattern with optional sleeve and pants length. Okay, you guys, I'm loving this because I am all for a onesie. I call it a onesie because that's what I call it. I am all for this. It is so cute. And I love that she used a jumpsuit pattern because I've done the same thing to make my loungewear, my onesie loungewear. I've done the same thing and I love it. It looks so comfortable. The fit is good. It has room for you to move around in there. I'm looking at the back view and that looks so good. I love it, Stephanie. You did an amazing job. I love the solid color. I love it because it's just cute. It's cute. I love that or I already said that. I love that you used a jumpsuit pattern. But if you guys look at the pattern envelope right there and see the different options, you can do a sleeveless one, and it has a little romper, the short romper that the little girl is wearing. So cute. So cute. Stephanie, I love it. You did an amazing job. Thank you so much for being part of my private email community. Thank you for being part of the pajama party and submitting your pajamas. And I just love it. You did an incredible job. If you guys look at the drawstring area from the back, doesn't that look perfect? It looks so good. Yes. Thank you so much, Stephanie. Stephanie said, thanks. You inspired me with the onesie. Don't you just love it? Don't you just love it though? I'm curious to know, Stephanie, is this something you will sleep in? Will you actually sleep in it? I use mine for lounging. It's comfortable because I can't sleep in I can't sleep in too much fabric. I'm usually in a t-shirt or something like that, but I love it. I love your onesie. Okay, let's go to our next sew sister. And she is Gwendolyn. Look at Gwendolyn, you guys. Oh my gosh. So Gwendolyn has been sewing for 5 years after a 30-year hiatus. I totally get that. I did the same thing. So she's been sewing for 5 years after a 30-year hiatus. She used Vogue 1835 for the loungewear, and she used Ellie and Mac free sock pattern for her socks. Come on now, look, she made matching socks. Okay, ma'am. She used a jersey knit fabric, and her description is a close-fitting top can be worn on or off the shoulder with close-fitting cropped pants. I cut one size up for a more loose fit. Pattern hacked with added sleeve and pants cuffs. Also made matching socks with quick and easy free sock pattern. You sure did. You sure did, ma'am. You guys, this is so, Gwendolyn, this is absolutely adorable. And I love that you have the option of wearing it off the shoulder. So cute. I love your red contrasting bands. Absolutely adorable. Love, love, love. Our sponsor, Tree, says love, love, love. Me too, Tree. So cute. Oh my gosh. All right. Let's go to our next sew sister. Let me get my paper. Okay. That is, oh, here we go. Okay, this is Adriana. Look at Adriana. Look at this cute. Oh my gosh. Look at this cute pajama set. Okay, so Adriana has been sewing for 15 plus years. She used the Piccadilly Pajamas by Nina Lee. Her fabric is a Robert Kaufman Swiss chambray, and her description is pajama shorts set. You guys, this is too adorable for words. Absolutely love it. All of the details. Look at the fabric. Oh my gosh, it is so cute. And look at the little, it looks like a scalloped edge right there on the side seam. If you look at that on the left side, her side view, way cute. And then there's gathering in that on the sleeve edge at the top or at the end. And the fit is so good. You, Adriana, you did a great job on this. I love it. What a cute pattern. What a cute pattern. And honey, will you look at her slipper booties? I love it. I want a pair of those now. I have them for wearing outdoors, but I want a pair for indoors right now. They look so cozy. So cozy. Absolutely amazing. I love it. And I love the color of the fabric too. So great job, Adriana. Great job. Okay, so our last soul sister in group 4 before we have our next giveaway is Maria. This is our sister Maria, you guys. So Maria has been sewing off and on for 20 years. She used Simplicity 1563. Again, this is the one that I created a tutorial for on my YouTube channel. Her fabric is a cotton spandex blend. And her description is, I made the Simplicity 1563. I made view C for the top and view D for the bottom. And you did an incredible job, Maria. I love, love, love it. It is so cute. It looks comfortable. I love the fit. I love the room that you have in there and the fabric, ma'am. So colorful. You know, I love colorful fabric, you guys. This print is so cute. You did a great job. Look at the sisters in the chat. Yes, isn't it cute, you guys? I love the fabric too. So cute. Love, 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 love. Awesome. Okay, Maria, thank you for being part of my private email community, and thank you for being part of the pajama party and submitting your pajamas. My heart, just makes my heart happy. Okay. You guys, now we have another giveaway. So let's meet our next sponsor, and that is Seamwork. Some of you guys, many of you guys may be familiar with Seamwork. This is their website, and they have a membership. They have a gift membership. They have a Learn to Sew course. So they have a lot going on in their community. So you guys, I want to take a look at their patterns. Let's click in on the sewing pattern. So here you can see some of the patterns that they have available. And when you have a membership with them, you have access to all of the patterns in their system, right? So, oh my gosh, so many cute patterns. So let's take a look at this one because I really love this. Look at her top. So this is the fair. All of their patterns have names. So when you join their community, then you get free downloads of the patterns, okay? And they're PDF. They're all PDF. And you can also buy it. If you're not a member, you can go in and purchase the pattern for $16, okay? And then they have the description for you there, and then the sizing and fit is there for you, so you can see the range of sizing that they have. They have the imperial and the metric charts, so the fit guide is there too for you to determine how much ease is in the pattern. I love that they do that because it's so important. So that is Seamwork, and they are giving away a 1 year, 12 months access to their membership to a lucky winner. Oh my gosh. And I want to just go and pick or show our winner right now. So get ready. Let's get ourselves some music. Let's get some music. Are you here, Gwendolyn? Congratulations. I hope you're here. Gwendolyn Stoudemire. I hope I'm saying the last name. Gwendolyn Stoudemire. You are the winner, and we will be looking for you. We're looking for you right now. Make sure you let us know you're here. Is she here? Alyssa said, comment, I'm here. If you're here, this prize is yours. If you don't say I'm here, we're going to move to the backup because I do have a backup winner. Does anybody see her? Does anybody see Gwendolyn Stoudemire? Okay. We're not seeing her yet. Are you here, Gwendolyn? The sisters are congratulating you, and we're waiting to hear from you. Okay, I'm not seeing anything. I have not seen Gwendolyn yet. Is she here? Okay, here's what I'm going to do. Since Gwendolyn hasn't said anything yet, we're going to go ahead and unfortunately, Gwendolyn, we've got to move on. We've got to move on. We've got to move on. So I'm going to go ahead and bring up our backup winner. So our backup winner for the Seamwork 12-year or 12-month membership is, let me look over one more time and see if Gwendolyn is here. Gwendolyn, we don't see anything yet. Okay. Gwendolyn, I really want you to claim your prize. Okay, she's not speaking up, so let's go on and bring up our backup winner. So our backup winner for the Seamwork membership is, let's get some music going because they got to get it too. Okay, Crystal, please be here. Please be here, Crystal. Are you here? Let us know in the chat if you are here. Are you here, Crystal? Okay. We're gonna just sit here for just a few seconds, Crystal. Congratulations, Crystal, if you're here. Congratulations. Okay, so we're not hearing. I'm here, Crystal. Oh no, that's Crystal Crowder. Is that the same? Are you Crystal Haynes? It says Crystal Crowder. Okay, I don't know if that's the same person. We have different names. We have different last names here. So I don't know if this is the same. She says yes. Okay, Crystal, when you reach out to me, make sure you use the same email that you use to join the private email community. That's how I will know it's really you, okay? All right, congratulations. Congratulations, Crystal. All right, so we are going to move on because we are over time right now by 3 minutes already. Okay, so by 12 minutes. Oh my gosh. Okay, let's move on to our final group. And I'm going to bring up just a few questions. I'm not going to go through all of them because we're short on time. On average, how many patterns do you purchase each month, both paper and digital? I don't purchase every month. I barely purchase patterns right now because I have so many. And after I did my decluttering project in 2020, I said that I would not be purchasing a lot of patterns. I have purchased some, but I don't purchase them every month. Just whenever I feel like I want to get one or two or whatever. Trying not to fall off the wagon again and just purchasing patterns every time they come out with something new because it doesn't make sense when I'm not even sewing what I have. So I've been on this journey this year in 2022, and I set a personal goal for myself to sew 22 patterns in the year 2022. And I have one more, which I have to hurry up and get it out. So that's it. All right, so that's my answer. Let's do one more question in this group and then do another giveaway. Okay, let's see. What were some of the first things you did when you decided to launch your YouTube channel as it relates to technology? Okay, so when I first started my YouTube channel, my husband was alive and he did my videos for me. He recorded the videos for me, and then I learned how to edit. I learned how to edit the videos and then upload them onto YouTube. So yeah, the thing I had to do was learn how to edit, and I had an editing program back then. I don't even remember which one it was, but yeah, I had to learn how to edit the videos, and I had to learn how to work YouTube. Yeah, that was pretty much it. I think you were asking about, Yeah, that was it. So it was learning how to use the platform and learning how to edit. And now that my husband is no longer here, I am creating or recording my own videos. So I had to learn how to use the equipment. When he recorded my videos, he used an actual camcorder, like the big heavy thing. So I started out trying to do that, and it just didn't work for me. So I decided to learn how to use the actual camera. And at the time I had a DSLR, which is what my husband had for my photos. So I learned how to use it by watching videos on YouTube. And now I have a mirrorless camera, and I've learned how to use that. So I'm just learning as I go. I'm learning as I go, and I go to YouTube University. I go to YouTube and watch videos to learn whatever it is I need to implement my vision. So that's it. Okay, now we're gonna go to our last round of Soul Sisters to share pajamas, and then we're gonna give our final prize. Okay, let's look and see. She's here, she's here. Yeah, you guys are talking about Crystal, right? Yeah, Crystal says she's here, and she's gonna reach out to me to make sure. Yeah, she's gonna reach out to me to make sure we've got the right person. All right, our final group of Soul Sisters. You guys, let's go. Okay, our next Soul Sister is Yolanda. This is Yolanda. And Yolanda has been sewing off and on since high school. She used McCall's 8261, the robe with the sash. And her fabric, she says, appears to be a rayon polyester tricot blend. It was not labeled, but it feels like similar fabrics labeled so at Joann's. It does stretch in both directions. And her description for the robe is a long robe which is worn with a pajama jumper not yet made. This is my first attempt to work with this type of stretchy material. I have my fingers crossed. Well, ma'am, you did an incredible job. You did an awesome job. I love it, Yolanda. I love the fabric. It is so feminine, absolutely feminine. Those sleeves, ma'am, love, love, love. It's just beautiful. And working with that stretchy fabric for the first time, you did an incredible job. It looks like your hems are good. I love it. Absolutely beautiful. It's classy. If you ask me, it's a classy piece. I would wear that, honey, around the house, lounging. Yes, ma'am. Absolutely beautiful. Yes, it flows. It's just gorgeous. You did a beautiful job. Thank you. Thank you so much, Yolanda, for being here. Thank you for being part of my community and for joining the pajama party. Okay, our next soul sister is, look at this amazing lady right here, Michelle. You guys, Michelle has been sewing for 30 plus years. She used McCall's 6659. Her fabric is polyester, and her description is, get ready for this, welcoming guest pajamas. Okay, first of all, I have never heard of welcoming guest pajamas. So she has a pair of pajamas to welcome her guests. She just upped the game for me. I'm making me some pajamas to welcome my guests. I don't even have people coming over, but when somebody comes over, I'm going to have me some welcoming pajamas. Christmas time is here, honey. Yes, I love it. It is so absolutely beautiful. Look at her fabric. Look at the fabric. This is so inspirational. I can't wait to make I bought some white fabric to make pajamas for tea time, but I didn't get them done. And when I saw hers, I was like, oh my gosh, I can't wait to finish mine. But this printed fabric is glorious. It is so elegant. And if you take a look at the pocket and the cuff, you guys, it looks like she has appliqued. I don't think it's embroidery. It looks like she has appliqued a design on the sleeves and that pocket. Absolutely beautiful. And look at the cuffs on the bottom of her pajama pants. This is perfection. This is perfection. I love it. You did an amazing job, Michelle. Absolutely amazing. So inspirational. The fit it is on point, ma'am. So on point. Love, love, love. Welcoming pajamas, honey. Here we come. Yes, you guys, we all need to make some welcoming pajamas. Very classy. Love it, love it. Okay, so we're gonna go to our next soul sister, and that is Joan. This is Joan, you guys. Joan has been sewing for 6 months. She is a student in Learn to Sew, Mastering the Basics, my online sewing course. Her pattern is Simplicity 1563. That's the one that I have a tutorial for on my YouTube channel. She used a knit fabric, and her description is pajama set, short sleeve shirt, long sleeve pants. I absolutely love this. Will you look at the fit? Look at the fit. The fabric is so pretty. I love it. But that fit, Joan is new. You guys, she is new to sewing. Like, she's only been sewing for 6 months, and she learned how to draft her own patterns, basic patterns in my sewing course. So those patterns that you guys saw me share from the sewing course, Joan has made those, and you guys, she caught on so fast. Her garments were amazing from the course. The fit was good. She made a muslin for her first round on the t-shirt, and it was a wearable muslin for sure. It was so good. So Joan, I am so proud of you. So very proud of you. You got this now. See, I feel like a proud instructor right now looking at this, because I know she came through my sewing course to learn. This is what is possible for you too. So this was her pajama entry. Joan, thank you so much. Thank you for being so active in our private email or private Facebook group for the sewing course. I love the way you share over there, and you are doing a great job. Keep going, Sew Sister. Keep going, because this is amazing. You did a great job. That fit, you guys, that fit is so good. All right, congratulations. All right, let's go to our next Sew Sister, and this is our last Sew Sister for today, and then we're gonna have a giveaway, and that is Tanya. Look at Tanya, you guys. She's got a onesie too. I love onesies. Okay, so Tanya has been sewing for 2 years. She used Simplicity 8520. Her fabric is a lightweight fleece, and her description is jumpsuit onesies. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. And as you see, you can see on the cover of the pattern that it is for adults and children. And you can also see that they have a pattern for little booties, that matching booties that you can make for your pajamas. But oh my gosh, I love this. It is so cute. Of course, I love the fabric. The plaid is so cute for this garment. And that zipper, that yellow exposed zipper, come on now, come on, Tanya. I love it. I love it so much. And the fit is good. You guys are rocking these garments. It looks so beautiful, and you are beautiful. And just thank you so much, Tanya, for being part of my private email community. Thank you for being part of the pajama party and sharing your project. You guys, my heart is so blessed. This right here for me was the best Tea Time Live ever. And it's because I got to share you guys. I got to share your project. So I'm so happy. So before I talk about why this is the end, I'm going to go ahead and give away our last prize. So that's going to be Learn to Sew, Mastering the Basics. I am giving away a 12-month access to my beginner's sewing course. It's Learn to Sew, Mastering the Basics, and the course is designed for new beginners. So if you have never even touched a sewing machine and you want to learn the basics so that you will be able to do some of the things that you have seen these ladies create today on this Tea Time Live, then this course is for you. Even if you do have some experience and you need to go to the next level, or like some of our other members in the or students in the course who have had a lot of experience but wanted to go back for a refresher or to relearn things, this course is for you. Now, although it I welcome people who have experience. You need to know that it is designed for beginners, and I teach at a very slow pace, and it is very, very detailed. I give lots of details and I go step by step. So I don't skip anything because I assume that you come into the course with no knowledge because it's designed for beginners, okay? So everyone is welcome, but it's designed for new beginners. All right, so let's go. Oh, and let me show you the projects again. These are the projects that we make. We make a basic t-shirt and we draft our own patterns. And in doing this, you get to learn how patterns work. And that's some of the feedback that I have received from the course, is that students appreciated that they could actually understand how patterns work by drafting their own from their own body measurements. And we do this pencil skirt that you see on the left, and then an A-line skirt that you see on the right. And these garments are drafted based on your body measurements. Okay, so let's go and grab our last winner. Let's get some music. Okay. Trudy Miller, congratulations. I really hope you're here, Trudy. Let us know in the chat if you are here, Trudy. Trudy, yay! She's here. Congratulations, Trudy. I'm so excited for you. Oh my gosh, you are in for a treat. You are in for a treat. I don't know what your sewing level is, but whatever it is, you're going to get something from the course. So welcome. Thank you for entering the drawing for Tea Time Live and to win this prize. Thank you, Trudy, for being a part of my private email community. I really appreciate you. And my goodness, look at the ladies are congratulating you. Thank you, Alyssa. Yes, she's here. I'm so excited for you. I will see you in the course. Make sure you reach out to me by email using the same email address that you used to be a part of the private email community, and then I will get you all signed up and you will be good to go for your 12-month access to my online sewing course. Ladies, this has, my tea is definitely cold now, but it's still good. This has been so amazing. Thank you so much, you guys. For those of you who have been here all year for all 4 of the Tea Time Live events, thank you for being here. Thank you for your support. For those of you who are joining for the first time, unfortunately, this is the last Tea Time Live. And I know that breaks some of your hearts because we have had so much fun. It has been a joy. I've enjoyed doing it, and I've enjoyed seeing you guys in the chat. I've enjoyed seeing you enjoy yourselves. I like seeing you guys enjoy yourself. But unfortunately, I'm going to have to put a stop on it for right now. And here's the reason why. It is a lot of work to put on this event. It takes a lot of time to put it on. Getting sponsors takes time and work. Getting all of the pieces together, bringing all of the pieces together takes a lot of work. And going into 2023, the first 6 months of the year, I will be engaged in a very intense journey with other women entrepreneurs. And I need to be totally present and committed to the work that I will need to do. And it is work around my personal life and my business. So I am on a journey of growth, and it's going to take time and focused time for me to get everything that I need from this journey. I'm going there to support other women and to receive support back from them. So I need to limit the things and the work that I'm going to be doing, the extra things that I'm going to be doing, so that I am able to commit myself to the work that I need to do on myself. Now, I also want to get more into creating the tutorials on YouTube. I know you guys noticed that I have not been creating a lot of tutorials. It's because I've been doing a lot. I've been stretched and pulled, allowing myself to be stretched and pulled in so many different directions and doing all the things that I actually just haven't had time to do it. And I really want to get back to that. I know how much you guys enjoy it. I know how much you guys miss it. I have heard from you. I'm hearing you. I'm listening. And I want to be able to get back to creating the tutorials. I love creating the tutorials. I love support or helping you guys, teaching you guys, and I love the feedback and the encouragement that you guys give me as a result of me sharing with you. So I need to restructure my everything that I'm doing. I need to restructure to make sure that I'm continuing to bring and add the value that you guys came here for. Here at YouTube is where it all started. This is what got me started, and this is what brought me to where I am right now. And I want to go back to the basics. I want to go back to the simple way of doing things. And in order to do that, I'm going to have to back out of some of the things that I have done to make sure that I am serving from a place of health, good health, mental, physical, emotional, and that I'm serving in a way that really continues to support you guys and what you came here for. So I am asking you to be patient with me as I go on this journey, and I am asking you to continue to wait for me. Don't leave me. Don't leave me. I'm still going to be here. I'm going to start back creating the YouTube tutorials, but I need the time to go back to the basics. Yeah. In social media, especially, there's so much that they want you to do, these platforms, do this, do that, change this, change that. I don't care anymore. I'm not here for all of that, you guys, because I have allowed it to drain my time. I have allowed it to take my time away from sewing, which is what I love. I need to get back to sewing, and doing all of the things in social media is really I've allowed it to remove me from my first love, my second love. Jesus is my first love. But my sewing, I need to get back to it. And I need to allow myself to just be who I am and do it my way. That's how I grew. My channel grew by me just being authentic to who I am and doing it my way. I don't care what anybody else is doing or what everybody else is doing. I need to go back to the basics, simplify things, and get back to bringing and adding value the way I did from the beginning. So again, I ask you to be patient with me, to stick with me, and it's going to be all good. When you are on a journey of improving your life in every area of your life, it can't be anything else but good. And because I am guided by the Spirit of God, because the Holy Spirit who resides in me, He is leading me and directing me. He's opening doors. The fact that I'm going into this journey is definitely an open door that God has provided for me. I'm walking through, I'm stepping through, and it's going to be all good. So I thank you guys. I thank you for any time. If you've been here for a little time, if you've been here for a long time, thank you. I appreciate you. I don't take for granted that you are here. I don't take for granted that you keep coming back. I don't take for granted that you encourage me and send feedback and comment and hit the like button. I don't take any of that for granted. It encourages me, and I need you to know that. So I am here. I'm going to be here, but things are going to change a little bit. Like I said, back to the basics, the simple way of doing things. I love you guys with all of my heart. I know we went way over today. We're like 2.5 hours. But it's been fun. It's been fun, right? And you know what? Here's the thing too. There will be more lives. I don't know what it's going to look like, because I do enjoy the lives. And let me tell you why I enjoy the lives. The number one thing that makes me happy about the lives is when I see you guys in the comments, when I see you guys engaging with one another, when I see you guys lifting each other up, encouraging each other, the way you supported our sisters today as I shared their projects, that is it for me. That's what inspires and encourages my heart. So what we did here today, sharing other people's projects, I love it, and I do want to do this again, but I need time. I need time, and I don't know what it's going to look like, but this is not the end. I don't know, maybe we will do another tea time in the future, but it won't be every quarter because I don't have the capacity to support that, the time that it takes to do that. So you guys, again, I love you with all my heart. I see the chat rolling. I see that you guys are leaving comments, so I'll go back and look at that. But just know that I'm grateful to be here. I appreciate you guys, and I don't want you to think that I'm just pushing you to the side. I'm not. I need to take care of myself, and I need to make sure that I'm honoring what God has spoken into my heart and what he's opening up for me. So that's it for today. Thank you for being here. You know, if for those of you who don't follow me on Instagram, you can see me over there. Things are gonna start to look a little different over there, but I will still be posting. I'm not running away. So you can find me at Anita by Design on Instagram. You can find me at Anita by Design on my Facebook. I have a Facebook page. Also, my website. Now, here's what I need to tell you. My website is down right now. There's some weird stuff going on, and I have my tech person on it, and my site has been down for like 3 or 4 weeks, so she's working on that right now, and I'm just gonna sit back and wait. I'm patient. I'm not even worried about it. It's gonna be what it's gonna be, and it will be restored. So my website is anitabydesign.com, so eventually that will be opened up again, so you guys can check me out there. And of course, here on YouTube at Anita by Design, you will start seeing me more. Yeah, so that's it, you guys. Thank you for being here, and I'm gonna close it out with some farewell music. And yeah, thank you guys for being here. I appreciate you, and I love you. Bye. Goodbye, you guys. Have a great weekend.